I was just crying like always. And something huge happened emotionally in my life. I got permission to experience pleasure and to take the good stuff in. I was really working on this for a while now to try to allow myself to feel pleasure without guilt and shame, and to leave the good stuff and leave my past behind. But it still is holding me back so much, because I have this anchored belief of me that like pleasure and everything good is so intertwined with guilt and shame, and it's wrong. It's just because I went through stuff so young, when I was so receptive, and it kind of that's how I explain it to myself. But I guess I should get past this, over this, because this is not a constructive belief. But I need to understand and feel it first. And I was listening to meditation tonight about letting all the negative stuff you feel come to surface, because you are in a safe place and you can let yourself feel it, and then you can let it go. And I just let myself, I try to push them down and not feel them, because it's very painful and I don't want to feel those things from the past. They still come to the surface every now and then, and they are kind of under the waterline, like just under the surface, always kind of dragging me down and holding me back. So definitely there, and it felt really good to face them. I was like, wow, I do feel safe and I can let them. And when I let myself feel them, I realized it's not that bad. Like, it's actually not killing me. I don't feel overwhelmed by them. They are just there, and it was like it's not even in me. They are just there, floating, and very interesting experience. I have someone in my life I always wanted to be friends with, but the way I saw myself, I didn't feel like I deserve attention or affection just because. Like, I felt always like I need to give something. I need to be this person's possession and let him kind of make me something he wants me to be, and also that I owe him my body, because that's just how my mind worked. Like, the first thing that comes into my mind is, okay, if I need affection or attention from someone, I owe him my body. That's just obvious to me, because of because like the only way I got attention from men when I was a little child was sexual way. So of course, and when that stopped, I didn't get any anymore, except abuse and verbal abuse and not good stuff. So, and a lot of criticism. So of course, like, in my heart and also a little bit in my brain, I think it was so logical that if I want my emotional needs to be met, or someone listen to me, or just someone like me, then I have to pay back with my body and heart and my all, everything, my soul. And this is what I've done until now. And I started, like, my ex-boyfriend helped me a lot with this. I started to learn to say no and try to figure out what I want. It was really hard. It's still a process, that I'm getting really good at saying no. I'm getting really good at listening to myself and being conscious about what I need and what I want, what I desire, what I don't. It's amazing. And but I still have, like, I'm trying for like 2 or 3 months now, I'm consciously trying to pleasure myself in all the ways, like with food, rest, meditation, just doing all the activities I feel this urge to do, spending time with people I want to, and having all these good moments one after the other. And so I was like practicing this consciously, but it was an effort. It's still, it comes easier now, but it's still linked. It was still linked to a feeling of shame and guilt, and like I should be more productive, and a feeling of I don't deserve this. And I was like waiting for this to go away, but it didn't really. And then I also felt like a jerk for just walking out on my boyfriend so suddenly and in a dramatic way without having like the discussions like normal people do. So that didn't help for me because I felt like I broke someone's heart. I don't deserve to be happy and take the good stuff in. And I spent some really nice time with that person who told me that like he's on his own journey and starting to make peace and becoming an amazing person. And he was like, just take the good stuff. And it felt such a like selfless thing to say from someone who lost me, even though I know I'm not that amazing. Oh, he lost me, poor thing. I mean, of course, it's not such a big loss. I mean, he might find something a better fit for him. I'm not saying the worst thing in the world is losing me, okay? That's not what I'm trying to say. Just, well, good, well done, shut up. What was I trying to say? That when he told me, the person I felt like I stepped into a relationship with, because I felt like I owe him my heart and body. So even though I did fall in love with him eventually, and I was living amazing things with this person, it was always like I was just living this and I didn't really choose it. Like I felt like I owe him things, and it was coming from me, of course, but the whole thing was built on something not genuine and normal. Anyways, so when he told me just go ahead and enjoy the good stuff, I was like, wow, it feels like I just got permission from someone, and I'm not in any means making a correlation or link between this person and my dad, but for some reason it felt like my dad, whom I felt like I owe things, told me, move on, go ahead and take the good stuff. I give you permission. I'm like, wow, this person is really like a psychologist or a therapist to me. I just changed so freaking much since I know him. He changed my life forever, and I'm just incredibly grateful to cross paths with him and have him. Anyways, so that's huge. I never ever thought I'm gonna have this kind of emotional experience, and that I get to experience this letting go of my past this person was telling me for like a year or more that it's your past, it's the past, it's over now. And I was like, inside it just didn't feel right. Like every time he told me that, I felt like, no, it's not. It's still now, it's still influencing me. I'm still living stuff, taking decisions influenced by my past. And now I'm probably not like completely over it and free, but I feel free now. We'll see. I don't know what the future holds, and I don't know how far I am, how far I come, how far I'm probably able to go very far and be on top of the world.